Making every girl who looks at me obsessed with me, it only works on minors. So I asked you guys to submit some specific superpowers, and hey, these are some pretty awesome powers. For now, I'm gonna create downsides for every last one of these powers and make you not want them anymore. Some of y'all think you're clever, making them foolproof, thinking you can outsmart me, but no, you can't. You're gonna wish you had never made a submission. And without further ado, let's get right into it. Hey Joshi, my superpower? I would like to be super intelligence, at least 400 IQ, dang. Think about it. You can become a detective and solve every case without trouble. You could be a scientist and find the cure to cancer. There is so much you can do with this power. I'm curious to see how this will be a bad power. By the way, your videos are awesome. Keep up the good work. Thank you, bro. I really appreciate that. I'm about to screw you over. So you want to be smart, huh? Okay, yeah. Granted, you're smart, but you look like this. Pretty much anytime you're thinking about something, you have a crazy headache. Unless you completely rest your brain, unless you're like sleeping, you get a crazy headache. But that's not all. So you say you want to solve cases and be a detective? You say you want to cure cancer? Okay, yeah, sure. From now on, you are the best detective in the world and you solve every case. No criminal gets away with what they do. Everybody knows that you're the best detective in the world. People are going to want to continue committing crimes. They're going to want to jack that car. They're going to want to rob that bank. But they can't because of you. You're in the way of them committing crimes. So everybody's after you. All the criminals are gunning for you. Your super smarts will help you evade them for a while, but eventually they'll work together and they might outsmart you. But that's not all. You want to be a scientist and cure cancer? You cured all types of cancer. Hospitals are losing a lot of money because you're curing them. There's no more cancer treatments, there's no more chemotherapy. It's you. Hospitals are also after you because they want to make their money back. Everyone's after you, you're getting headaches, and your head is the size of Sheen, so it's not going to be like it's hard to find you. So yeah, you can have your super smarts, but you know, with these downsides, so good luck. Matter manipulation with 2 chili emojis. Okay, it's pretty clear what you're gonna do with this power. You wanna make that thing bigger, but since you cannot create or destroy matter, you can manipulate it, but you can't create or destroy matter. That's the law of conservation of matter. So if you do make that thing bigger, it's not just growing organically, you're taking it from someone else. So you're basically getting somebody else's, and somebody else's is going down. It could be somebody close to you, somebody random, you don't know. Just a random person, and it doesn't change color to match you. It's like, it could be from an albino person. So you'll have like tie-dye stuff, it won't look right. And if you try to return it back, you don't know if it'll return yours or theirs. So you might get rid of your original meat and have just theirs. So yeah, you can tamper with it. It'll be bigger, yeah, sure. It just won't look right because it'll be part somebody else's. You want unlimited water? Yeah, sure. There's so much water in the world. You can have a glass of water. You can make it unlimited, sure, yeah, fine. But meat, a body part, this could come in handy. Let's say you lose a pinky. You can grow another pinky. It'll be somebody else's pinky, but you can grow another pinky. But the thing is, the person whose pinky was taken, they know that you took their pinky and they're gunning after you. They're hunting you until they get their pinky back. It's like the same thing as the snail. Eventually, they'll get you. It could be your neighbor, somebody on the other side of the world, it doesn't matter. Once you take their pinky, it is their life purpose to get it back. So you can take body parts at your own risk. Eventually, they will come get it back. I feel like I low-key failed this one. This one has a slight downside, but it's not enough to make you not want the power. I gotta bring it even harder next time. Make anyone's balls itch at any time for as long as you want. Not just a regular itch, like an itch that you really have to really scratch, you can't wait. Doesn't even matter if you don't have balls, you still feel it where they would be. I just think this will be funny to use on people I don't like. So you want to make people's balls itch whether they have balls or not. Okay, I guess that's very evil. You could have chose any power and you chose that, but okay, I'm gonna make you not want it anymore. So yes, you can make people's balls itch, but whenever you're not actively making somebody else's balls itch, your balls itch. You're constantly in a state of itchy balls. But whenever you use your power and you pass it on to somebody else, you are relieved of the itchiness. But whenever that person scratches it and the itch goes away, it goes right back to you. So you're like basically playing tag, playing tennis, back and forth. So you can constantly make somebody else's balls itch back and forth if they keep scratching and going back to you. And it only works, the power only works when you can see them. So if you can't see them, you're just stuck with itchy balls. So like when you're sleeping, you're trying to go to sleep, and you have nobody to go to sleep next to you, you're cooked. You just got itchy balls, bro. But if you're like awake and in class, let's say you don't like your professor, yeah, sure. Back and forth playing tennis, itchy balls, he'll scratch them, boom, boom, back to you. So it's like, you really have no rest. You're always using your power. You wanted the power, right? So yeah, you get to use it all the time, but you're just playing tennis, you're never able to rest. And then when you sleep, You got itchy balls, bro. I don't know, man. You could luck out and find somebody who just doesn't have any arms. They can't scratch it, but they'll find a way to scratch it. I don't know. This is crazy. So yeah, you were in a constant state of itchy balls, and that's your only way of soothing yourself. You can scratch it as much as you want, but your only way to truly soothe yourself is to pass it on to somebody else. But it always goes back to you once they scratch and relieve their itch. The ability to freeze time to do you know what to people. Oh nah. Love your vids, Josh. Keep up the good work and praise God. Don't try to give me that love your vids, keep the good work. You just said you wanted to blank people. We're gonna get this guy out of here. So whenever you use this freeze time power, your heart stops beating. So you can't really enjoy being in the frozen time. But if you try to pull some Gen V stuff, if you know, you know, anytime you touch anything or anyone, it unfreezes time and you go back to normal. So you can't like attack anybody. You can't steal things from people, because if you try to touch what's in their pocket or whatever, it unfreezes time. Put this guy in prison, I ain't gonna lie. I could have given you something way more sinister, but nah. I wish I could have the power to have determination to finish something I really want to do. So if I really wanted to clean something, I would only do that until it's finished. And I love your content. Thank you for everything that you post. I really appreciate that. I try. Thank you so much. Okay, so yes, you now have the power of determination. If you set your mind to do something, you're gonna do that and that only until it's finished. Let's say you're cleaning your house. You just started cleaning your house. You have so much to go. Boom! Somebody breaks into your house, kidnaps your family. You can't do anything about it. You have to finish cleaning. You can't break free from this. That's your power. That's what you chose to do. You're not gonna do anything else until you finish your task. So this cleaning could take hours, and the guy's getting away with your family, and you can't do anything about it. So yeah, you're pretty much stuck. Let's say you're studying for a test. You got 4 hours of studying to do. You just started, the house starts burning down. You can't stop studying. The house is burning down around you. But that's the power you chose. I mean, hey, y'all thought you could outsmart me, but you can't. I got something for all of y'all. The ability to play cards perfectly. For example, if you're playing poker, you know exactly when to hold or raise and can estimate the other person's hand based on the way the cards are. This would low-key be a casino cheat code. Good luck. Anyways, God bless and keep up the good work. Yes, you can now play cards perfectly. Whenever you do this, you win all the time. They accuse you of cheating every single time, and they genuinely try to kill you about it. So I mean, hey, if you wanna win casually amongst friends, yeah, sure. They're gonna accuse you of cheating, but they're not gonna try to kill you. You know, you won't be able to actually enjoy your wins. Nobody will ever believe that you won legitimately. You're always gonna get accused of cheating. Whenever you go to a casino, they're gonna try to kill you. They don't play about their money. They're gonna try to kill you every time. If you just keep it amongst friends, if you try to bet money against them, you're never gonna get the money, because they're always gonna think you cheated, no matter what. You're gonna win all the time, yeah, sure, bet, but you can't make any money off of it. So, and you know what? You don't know that the casino people are gonna try to kill you until they actually do. Like, I'm telling you, they are gonna try to kill you, but you don't know this information until you actually try it in the casino. So yeah, you're gonna have to actually try to escape killers. So yeah, good luck. I wish I could teleport anywhere. Imagine how much time you would save. Love the videos, Josh. God is good. Yes, he is. And so you want to teleport, huh? You can teleport anywhere. You now have the power to teleport, but it's not as precise as you would like. It's not like, okay, I want to teleport to class. Boom, you're in the classroom. No. You teleport in a 50-foot radius of wherever you want to teleport. So let's say the classroom is down the block. You could teleport 50 feet above the classroom and start falling. You could teleport 50 feet under it and get buried. You could teleport like 10 feet next to the classroom and you teleport like inside a person. And one of y'all would explode. I don't know which one, but one of y'all would explode. Probably the person. You would traumatize a lot of people with that. So yeah, if you teleported inside of a tree, you're cooked. I'm not gonna lie, you're exploding. Detectives would never be able to figure out what happened. Oh my gosh. That sounds terrible. That's a terrible way to go. I mean, that's what you wanted, bro. You get unprecise teleportation. Of course, you can luck out and teleport where you wanted to go, but it's a small chance of that. So I would say go for open areas. That's your best bet. Just hope you don't teleport underneath or above. The ability to kill children from across the world? Yo, you're terminally ill and you have 10 seconds to live. Yeah, that's your downside. The ability to jump through mirrors or reflective surfaces would be extremely useful. If I'm in a dangerous situation, I could jump through a mirror into another across the globe. Or if I need to get somewhere fast, boom, jump into the ocean. Any surface that you can see a reflection is viable. Any puddle, CRT monitor, or tile are fair game. Okay, yeah, sure. You can jump into any puddle or reflective surface and travel across the globe, but it's random. You don't know where you're going. You have an 80% chance of teleporting somewhere safe and a 20% chance of teleporting to a restricted area and getting gunned down. So yeah, there's that. In the 80%, you don't know where you are. You have to find your way home. You can't just jump back into a mirror and go back home. No, You have to find your way home from there. I mean, you could jump back into a puddle and hope you'll go back home, but again, that's pushing your luck because you have a 20% chance of going into a restricted area. Let's say you're across the globe, you gotta find your way home. You gotta ask around, where am I? They might not speak your language. You might be stuck somewhere, who knows? So either you use the power once and get stuck somewhere, or you just don't use the power at all. So, I mean, hey, I can make anyone I want have a really big booty with full control. I don't know what you want to do with that, but okay. So I can make you, Josh Roberts, have a really big booty. Dog, I mean, I don't know what your plans are with this power, but get this guy checked out. Okay, so yeah, you have the power to make anybody have a big booty. Let's talk about that for a second. What do you have planned and how big are we talking? You have the power to make anybody's butt big. You can't just do it with the snap of a finger. You have to go over there, grab both glutes, squeeze them, and say gluteus maximus magnificus, like it's Wizards of Waverly Place. Like you can't just do it with a snap of your fingers without them knowing. You have to go over there and manually do it. That'll either be with their permission or without the permission, and I wouldn't recommend you doing it without the permission. I mean, you could be the best BBL doctor in the state, you know, just doing it instantly by saying the spell, but you said really big booty and nothing more, so the thighs will not match, so it won't really look like you want it to look. You said big booty and nothing else. You didn't say a balanced body, nothing. Big booty, you didn't say a nice booty, you just said really big. So I don't know how this will turn out. That's your power, man. That's what you asked for. I think I can outsmart you, Josh. No, you can't. I'm gonna make you not want this power. My superpower will be that I can go invisible whenever and reappear whenever. If anyone spots me when I reappear, they just assume that I was always there. If there's cameras, they do the same. If someone sees me when I disappear, they think they just lost me. Anything I do when invisible seems absolutely normal and as if it could have happened by accident or by itself. Praise God and subscribe to Josh Roberts. Yes, please do. Praise God and subscribe. You said you think you can outsmart me. I mean, hey, that's pretty foolproof. So yes, you can go invisible whenever and reappear whenever. Whenever you are invisible, for some strange reason, the clumsiness of people increases by 2,000%. People are way more likely to spill hot drinks when you're invisible. Maybe on you, maybe not on you, who knows? They're more likely to trip holding a knife or scissors. Maybe on you, maybe not on you, who knows? You're like a magnet to dangerous things. It's very ironic. Even though they can't see you, you're just a much bigger target. You're 2,000% more likely to get hit with a stray projectile, to get hit by a car, to get hit by anything basically. So yeah, you can go invisible and reappear whenever, but you're probably gonna get hurt most likely. And yes, your clothes can go invisible while you do, but there's a 3-second delay on them. So you'll go invisible, your body will disappear, but your clothes will remain for about 3 seconds and then they'll fade out. And then you'll be completely invisible. But when you reappear, you'll reappear butt naked, just your body, and your clothes will take 3 seconds to reappear back on you. So yes, there is a delay, but after that delay is over, you do get to enjoy being completely invisible. Enjoy, bro. You thought you could outsmart me? No. So yeah, whatever you wanted to do with being invisible, you're just naked for a few seconds, and you're way more at risk at getting hurt. So you can keep the power, you cannot keep the power, it's your life, bro. You got it, that's what you asked for. I would definitely be able to spawn or summon anything. Think about it, you could spawn anything you want. Me personally, I'd spawn Josh to give him a high five. Okay, yeah, sure. You can spawn anything or summon anything. Let's say you spawn me. Boom, I'm at your crib. Amber alert goes out. Anything you summon or spawn has a tracking device built into it, so the rightful owner will always know where it is. And anytime you summon or spawn anything, it'll be classified as theft or kidnapping. So if you spawn your homie, you're ripping him away from his family. Low key, even though you want to play the game with him, you're still stealing him away. So the cops classify that as kidnapping and they're on their way to your crib. You want to spawn a PlayStation, a pair of shoes, you're taking that away from somebody who owns that, or from the store, you're stealing from the store. You're gonna get in trouble. And they know exactly where to find it. You can take things that don't have an owner, like a cup of salt water from the ocean, some sand from the beach, I don't know, a blade of grass, but like anything that you would actually want to use, you can't take it or else you would get in trouble for it. Being able to give 10 out of 10 back shots. For every 10 out of 10 back shot you give, you receive one back. A voice inside my head that can answer every single question truthfully. A voice inside your head? You're gonna make this that easy for me? Okay. The volume of the voice is like the equivalent of standing next to a concert speaker. So it's blaring and only you can hear it. Hold on, let me cook. Every single question truthfully. Even the questions you ask yourself inside your head. Even questions that you low-key don't even want to know the truth to. Your girl's been acting funny, you think to yourself, is she cheating on me? Your brain shows you the truth. It shows videos of her cheating on you in great detail, and you can't turn it off. It's the voice inside your head that answers every question to its fullest. So you're gonna watch the entire 20-minute video of her cheating on you. It's like Having every single thought that you think in your head involuntarily answered by AI and it's blaring in your head. I mean, you chose a power, bro. You want the truth? Here's the truth! Good luck. I can rewind time whenever I want. Like, bro, imagine you say the most embarrassing thing to your crush and you just hit the restart button. Also, you could do anything you want with them, since when you rewind time, they won't remember anymore. If you know, you know. No, bro! That's not it. I got something for that. You know what? Your rewind button always gets jammed. So you press the rewind button after you say something embarrassing to your crush, and it just keeps rewinding. You can't stop it, and you rewind yourself out of existence. And the world just carries on without you. I would like to have the power of making the exact amount of money plus tax created out of thin air when I need to pay for something. For example, I'm in a restaurant with my friends and I offer to cover the bill for everyone. Then boom, I pull out the exact amount of cash and coins to pay for the meal. Seems like a great power, and it would be really useful for myself and especially for others. I like to help out people whenever I can. Now come on, Josh, give me your best drawback. Okay, bet. Every dollar you pull out from thin air, the nerves and the blood flow in your arms and legs start to get cut off. Until eventually, once you spend a certain amount of money, you lose your arms and legs completely. Yeah, you have all this money, but it's literally costing you an arm and a leg. So every dollar you spend, your arm is 1% cooked. So if you spend $80, your arm is basically like hanging on by a thread. You pretty much have a limit of $400 before you lose all your limbs. Now, if these were the circumstances, I wouldn't use this power. Will you? Making every girl who looks at me obsessed with me? It only works on minors, and you can't undo it. They're just always going to be obsessed with you, so have fun with that. Every time I breathe, a pedophile dies. This also includes future pedophiles, and when you breathe, your day one homie just drops dead, and you're stuck with that to think about. The ability to turn to a silverback gorilla after eating a yellow bell pepper, that's very specific, but okay, that's what you wanted, yes. You can turn into a silverback gorilla after eating a yellow bell pepper, but everywhere you go, 100 men will spawn in trying to beat you up. They're trying to kill you. They're trying to settle that debate. And they're not ordinary men off the street. These are 100 peak men. Let's say you beat all 100 men. I know you're not going to, but let's say you do. You're not going to come out unscathed. You're going to come out with some serious injuries. You're beating the 100 men, extreme diff. But you're a gorilla. You're like 600 pounds. You can endure the injuries. But if you revert back to a human, you would pretty much die instantly with the injuries. So you kind of have to stay a gorilla. But also, every minute you spend as a gorilla, you are fighting 100 men. Let's say you go through the first round of 100 men, boom, another one spawn. Actually, no, scratch that. Every minute you spend as a gorilla, you are fighting 100 men. If you take one out, another one spawns to take its place, so it's always 100. The battle never ends. You can go to a safe place and switch back mid-battle, but you would not be able to survive those injuries as a human. So, you're better off just not using the power. Having a 12-incher. You know that episode of Phineas and Ferb where there's a giant watermelon and everything else in the world grew, but the watermelon didn't? At first, it was like the size of a garage, but then at the end of the episode, it fit in your hand. That's what happens to everything in the world except for your 12-incher. The norm would be like a 100-incher. Everything in the world grew, so it's normal. Like, everything grew. Nobody even notices but you. Everything grew, you grew, except for your 12-incher. So your 12-incher is actually like a grain of rice, a speck. You pretty much can't use it. So you got what you wanted, bro. Have fun. I should be able to control the secretions of my body like I please. Like I can make my teardrops sharp as obsidian or my sweat into purified water. Here I come, Africa. Ooh. Y'all making me think. I like that. If y'all want more, I would definitely continue this series. Just let me know with that like button. Next video, I'm doing more confessions. There's a Google form in the description. Go fill it out! Please be original, y'all. I'm so tired of sorting through the gooner ones. Oh my goodness, I'm tired of it. But yeah, I'm excited. Thank you for watching all the way to the end. I hope you guys have an amazing day, and I'll see you next time.